Good evening and welcome to Tom Zanino Stadium here in Vacaville, California for tonight's high school football matchup between the defending state champion Liberty Lions and the Vacaville Bulldogs here on the Solano College Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. I am Nate McKay. Joining me on the call for tonight's game are my broadcast partners Nathan Farmer and Miles Perry. Nathan, we'll start with you. What should we expect to see from Liberty in their first game of the year?
We should definitely expect to see some very good play from the quarterback position here tonight. Jay Butterfield is one of the top quarterback recruits in the country. He is committed to play at the University of Oregon this season. He threw over 3,000 yards, 43 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions last season, leading the Lions to the state championship. However, he will have to get used to some new wide receivers as he is only returning 30 of his 188 completions from last season.
Yeah, Vacaville's defense will definitely be tested tonight. And Miles, we'll turn over to you. What should we expect to see from Vacaville?
Coming off last year's 6-5 season, I believe Coach Papadopoulos has his eyes on state. However, this will be no easy game for the Bulldogs. Liberty High is ranked 15 in the state of California. I expect for the Bulldogs seniors, quarterback Jeremy Villalobos, wide receiver Michael Briscoe to be the standout guys for them tonight. On the other side of the ball, you'll have to find a way to slow down five-star quarterback Jay Butterfield. 6'6", #1 player in the Bay Area. The Bulldogs will have a hard time slowing him down tonight.
Yeah, the Bulldogs definitely have some experience on the sideline, as you were saying. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we will go ahead and have the kickoff for you here on the Solano College Sports Network.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting, whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
And welcome back to Vacaville High School here at Tom Zanino Stadium. So Vacaville has won the coin toss. They have elected to defer, which means Liberty will be starting off the game with the football. And now, gentlemen, what do you think we're going to be seeing here on this opening kickoff?
Well, Vacaville's kicking into the wind, so it could go into the end zone. They could squib it. I really don't know.
Well, I expect for this kick to be exciting. It is opening season around the nation. Young high school football players waiting to make a name for themselves. And I am hyped up, man. Totally, I'm hyped up.
Chris Sacca kicks it off, and we are underway here from Tom Zanino Stadium. As Vacaville is able to stop Liberty right at about the 15-yard line.
Excellent coverage there on the kickoff by the Vacaville special teams.
Yeah, everybody stayed in their lane. Great pursuit angles, and we're just there to make the tackle.
And that's now going to bring out the Liberty offense, led by quarterback Jay Butterfield. As we were saying in the intro, a four-star recruit currently committed to the University of Oregon. So some big-time talent right there at that quarterback position for the Lions starting out this game. Liberty starts off with a running play. Can't get much there. Quick second down.
That was a big hit. That safety came up there and made the play, simply broke down and drove through the running back, stopped that play from going any yardage.
Yeah, Liberty runs a spread offense here. We'll probably see more passing as the game goes on.
Brandon Bell for Liberty in the backfield. Another handoff to Bell. Bell trying to get around the Vacaville defense, just does pick up a couple yards.
Yeah, key for Vacaville tonight is going to be controlling the line of scrimmage. The offensive and defensive line play is going to be huge for them to pull off this upset here tonight.
Looks like he picked up about 3 yards there as the scoreboard updates. It is now 3rd down and 11. As Liberty will look to get a first down here. They snap it. Butterfield throws down the left side. It is caught by number 16, Cody Muth. What a terrific grab right there by the 6'1 senior.
It's an excellent throw there by Butterfield, just getting the timing there on that post route to Muth. This is a great throw.
And what happened on the defense was there was no safety help over the top. So it was Jeremiah Bravin out there by himself on an island.
Yeah, Jay Butterfield took a chance right there and definitely connected to his wide receiver. As Liberty gets ready to snap. Again, another handoff to Bell. Bell breaks one tackle. He's going to take it all the way and is stopped right at about the 8-yard line.
And right there, the defense just broke down. He went straight up the middle. No one came up on their angles, and he just was able to break that outside and get a huge gain right there.
Yeah, you can see the momentum shifting here already. Vacaville had Liberty pinned to a 3rd and long, but now they're inside the red zone.
Yeah, the running game of Brendan Bell is definitely being showcased here already here in the first. As it looks like Darian Bartley is now in the backfield. Liberty snaps, hands off to Bartley. Bartley goes up the middle, trying to get to the end zone. Just short of the end zone. That's going to bring it to about 2nd, and I believe 2nd and goal.
And now we get to see how good Vacaville's goal line defense is this year. Can they stand up to this Liberty High School team and make a huge stop on this drive?
Yeah, you said it yourself, Miles. Now Liberty's looking for the touchdown. Gets set. Another handoff, this time to Bell. Bell looks like he got across, and he did. A quick 6 points to start off this game for the Lions.
And this whole drive was built off a big play, a big corner or a post route, I should say.
Yeah, one thing to look out for tonight might be the snaps seem to be. I mean, the center's sending him high, even for the 6'6" quarterback. He's having to jump up and get him.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see. As Liberty will now go for the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. For a 7-0 start to tonight's ball game here from Tom Zanino Stadium.
That drive was pretty quick, gentlemen. Don't you think?
It was. As now we will see, get ready for the kickoff from Liberty High School.
There.
So Nathan, I'll turn over to you right now. What did we see on that first drive from Liberty?
They just definitely controlled the line of scrimmage. They got good blocks on the runs and just dominated the Vacaville defense there.
As Liberty kicks off, Vacaville able to recover it, and they are finally brought down right at about the 26-yard line.
It was a risky play there, letting the ball bounce, giving Liberty time to pounce on the ball. Lucky he didn't get hit hard and fumble the ball there.
Came up on decent field position for this offense to start off on, being on the 22-yard line. So hopefully they can make something happen on this drive here, keep this game close in the first quarter.
And that's now going to bring out Jeremy Villalobos now for Vacaville.
I'm excited to see this wing T offense work. Let's see what they got.
As a quick handoff, that's going to be Jeremiah Brown heading towards the sideline for Liberty for a gain of a couple of yards.
We're definitely going to see a lot of moving parts here for this Vacaville offense. Lots of movement along the line of scrimmage as they try to get that Liberty defense off balance.
Quick sweep there. And Vacaville's elusive offense, high tempo. We'll see what they got here.
As the Bulldogs throw on a 2nd and 2, it is caught by number 1, Michael Briscoe, going all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Vacaville.
Huge play to jumpstart this offense. Liberty High was playing the run. They just threw it over the top, no safety help, and Briscoe runs under it, just like a game of backyard football. Easy touchdown for the Bulldogs.
And just like that, Vacaville is able to score 6. As we take a look at this replay on this throw from Villalobos to Briscoe.
He just smokes the defender there. Briscoe.
Yeah, Cody Muth had no chance on that one.
With an easy 6 points, as you were saying, gentlemen, for Vacaville, as looking like now they will go for the tie here, as Chris Saka will get ready to kick it away here. Tyler Edmonds, the holder for the Bulldogs. As we have a stop in the game here.
I think officials writing down some numbers here.
Looks like they're ready to go. Saka kicks it up, and it's good. And just like that, it is a tied ball game, 7-7 here in the first quarter.
Quick 2-play drive for the Bulldogs. And gentlemen, I think we might have a game tonight.
It'll be interesting to see if both offenses can keep it up here tonight.
That will be the big question.
Yeah, not bad for Jeremy Villalobos for his first start of the year for the Bulldogs. Getting started like that, very impressive.
Yeah, dude played safety most of his high school career. Switched over to quarterback in his senior season. Well, at least part-time / full-time quarterback. So, see what he can do for the rest of his game.
We should expect to see more of that kind of offense here with Vacaville's new offensive coordinator, Mike Wingert. He graduated from Vacaville in 2001, played for the 2006 Pac-10 champion California Golden Bears. His teammates with Aaron Rodgers.
That is quite the teammate,
right?
If I could say anything.
Beautiful resume.
Yeah, sure he learned a thing or two from him. He's definitely a very good quarterback.
As Vacaville kicks it off. Going to be a touchback right there. No chance for Liberty to recover that. So that will now bring us to 1st down and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Liberty Lions, as Jay Butterfield will get ready to go out for his second drive of the game.
Yeah, we only saw Butterfield throw one pass in that last drive, but he definitely made good work of it.
Yeah, he's got quite the arm to prove it. As a handoff right there to Bell. Bell gets away from the tackle, heading towards the sideline. still on his feet, making his way towards the outside for a first down.
There's great blocking there again by that Liberty offensive line.
As take another look right here on this run from Bell, breaks a tackle right there, able to get around Vacaville's defense towards the sideline for Liberty, picking up another first down.
Yeah, just one thing we saw there on that replay, the offensive line there for Liberty is just making all kinds of holes, giving him options where he wants to take the ball.
Butterfield throws, and that is caught by number 16, Cody Muth again. So already we are seeing Muth and Bell being the focal point of this offense here tonight.
Heck of a route ran by Brown.
That was just an example of Butterfield throwing his receiver open. He saw the opening, and he before his receiver saw it, and he just threw the ball hoping his receiver could get there in time.
Yeah, now Vacaville's defense really has to start to step up here. Otherwise, they're going to be allowing another 6 points. As a snap off to Butterfield, hand off to Bell again. Good for a couple yards there. That'll bring us now to second down.
Good tackle made by the defense there, stopping that play before it could get started.
And now, Nathan, how important will it be for Vacaville to get a stop here?
Oh, it would be huge. I mean, as we've already seen, both offenses are firing on all cylinders, rather. And just any stop you can get will be huge.
2nd and 8. Fake handoff down the middle, just missing that one again was Cody Muth. That will now bring us to 3rd and 8.
I think he was looking in the end zone before he caught that ball. He's seen 6 points.
Either that or he was expecting a big hit from a Vacaville defender.
As it's taking another look at this drop, Muth.
Oh, yeah, he was wide open. Nothing but daylight in front of him, just an easy walk into the end zone.
Yeah, Butterfield definitely threw some butterfingers on that one.
That was a good one there, Nate. That was a good one.
I like that. Nice play on words.
3rd and 8 now. Butterfield throwing again down the middle. Butterfingers again, Cody Muth.
Butterfield's doing everything right. He's getting the ball to him. Muth's just not making the catch.
A little play fake there, and the defense bit, leaving him wide open. But thankfully, dropped by the Liberty High School team.
Yeah, Butterfield right now is looking towards the sideline to his coaches, seeing what they want to do, as it is now 4th down and 8. And they are going for it.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a pooch punt here from Butterfield.
Snap. Butterfield looking towards the outside and just misses Darian Bartley on that one. And that is going to result in a turnover, and Vacaville will gain that turnover.
I think the quarterback got excited on that play. His man was so open, he just overthrew him.
Now this play action offense here from Liberty is going to be huge. They know the run game's huge, and they know the pass game's huge. It's just going to be a matter of can Butterfield find his receivers, and can his receivers make the catch?
Yeah, so now 1st down and 10 on the 24. Run up the middle. Looks like there's a fumble. Liberty is electing that they have it, and they do. Unbelievable. What a defensive stop by the Liberty Lions, and they get the ball right back. As another look right here, as right with the tackle on to the left side, able to get the ball out. Just incredible defense right there on that front line.
Well, it was looking to be a strong run by Abramowitz, but he has to hold that ball high and tight, and he'll learn that down the road.
It looks like he just took like a forearm or a helmet straight to the football, and it just popped right out.
Yeah, Kyler Abramowitz, the junior, 6'1". As another handoff here for Liberty. Again to Bell. Not much yards for Liberty on that play. That's going to bring us to second down.
You see outside linebacker Logan Cunningham coming up and making that tackle. Simply just a great play, read and executed perfectly.
And fought through that vicious stiff arm there too. Just managed to bring him down by the shoelaces.
Well, if he didn't, it would have been a highlight play, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
As right now the Lions are talking over in their huddle. Getting ready for 2nd and 15 here. Fake off with the handoff to number 21, Darion. Able to break some tackles. Looks like we have a flag on the play. That was good for about 5 or so yards for Liberty.
Might be illegal, man downfield.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised on that screenplay. It happens all the time.
One of them big boys ran too far upfield. He has to stay back, make sure his guys are getting blocked.
Yeah, they called an illegal block in the back. It's going to push back Liberty on this second down right here.
2nd and 30.
Quite the distance to go, as Nathan says, being 2nd down and 30.
The Bulldogs have good position here on defense. If they can make a play here, it might be a game changer right now.
Yeah, if you're Vacaville here, you sit back a little bit. Just try and not give up the big play here. Got a lot of room to work with.
2nd and 30. Butterfield down the middle is able to connect to his receiver, Leo Reichold, able to pick up the first down.
And that was just a nice cross route ran by Liberty High School. Just left his receiver wide open through the teeth of that defense and allowed him to pick up good yardage, leaving it a 3rd and short almost.
It's about 3rd and 12, I want to say. No, 3rd and 5. Never mind. Whatever.
My apologies. I thought it was the first down. We all make mistakes. As a snap to Butterfield. Looking like he's going to show up Case's arm again. Able to connect with his receiver. To number 16, Cody Muth once again.
Yeah, Muth was able to haul that one in after dropping a few passes on the last few series.
Safe to say that was a redemption catch.
Most definitely after missing a few targets from Butterfield on that last drive. As it's now 1st and 10 at the 17. Bartley able to get up the middle and gets to the end zone in time for the touchdown.
Yeah, just another stiff arm there. These Liberty High School running backs, they're really good with their stiff arms. They're breaking tackles left and right.
As we're taking another look right here, look at the cut right here from Bartley, able to get into the end zone for another rushing touchdown.
I guess it just looked like a stiff arm the way he cut so cleanly. It didn't.
Had the defenders looking foolish. Put one man on the ground.
As the kick is up and good for Liberty. That now makes it 14-7 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, if Vacaville is going to make any progress in this game, they're going to have to buckle down and stop this Liberty run game. They gotta take away the pass game or the run game. One of those, just make them one-dimensional at some way, somehow.
And Miles, what should we expect to see from Liberty's defense?
I believe Liberty's defense will most definitely be playing the deep pass now, and actually giving their pass game a little bit more respect here for the Bulldogs. The wing T offense, very elusive, but however, if they run the play-action pass or just have the quarterback drop back, it's a rare sight to see, but when it happens, it is effective, as we've seen on the last drive. So.
Yeah, and running the football could definitely be effective on this next drive for Vacaville.
And this Vacaville offense has only run 3 or 4 plays so far after getting that quick 2-play drive and then the one play with the fumble.
And unable to catch the football was Vacaville.
Lack of communication there.
Special teams not able to communicate, as you were saying, Miles. Very unfortunate. Almost a turnover again for the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs will start at the 21-yard line, trying to tie up this game before heading into the second quarter. As the Bulldogs get ready in a hurry here. As trying to get over to the side is number 22, Chris Island, going to work, breaking tackles, but finally brought him down at about the 25-yard line.
That's a lot of work for just a few yards gain there. Breaking tackles, but just only a 3 or 4 yard gain there.
Yeah, Island's big, strong dude, trying to make the most out of that play, but just couldn't find anything upfield and had to eat or take the short gain.
Yeah, very impressive though to see Island break all those tackles just to get a couple yards. As another handoff and a big hit by the Liberty's defensive line right there, bringing down one of the right guards for Vacaville.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a play-action pass on this 3rd and 4 for the Bulldogs.
As you mentioned, 3rd and 4, and they will not pick up the first down, just short.
Now, you'd think on this drive they'd go back to what got them in the end zone in the first place, but I know as a head coach you have to keep it diverse, and you can't be one-dimensional, you know what I mean?
Looks like they gave him the first down there.
Okay, so it is 1st down and 10 now.
Generous call.
Villalobos being pressured by the defense and is finally brought down by number 3, Mason Padilla, on that sack.
Yeah, Villalobos just has to get rid of the ball there. There's too much pressure. You just got to get the ball out of your hands and just try and prevent the loss there.
Yeah, and what a sack by Padilla. Standing at just 6 feet tall, able to work his way around the offensive line. As a throw off to the left side, good for a couple yards.
I think they're going to say his knee hit the ground, and that was a small gain. And on that play, I see them bringing a lot of pressure on Vaca High's quarterback. But Liberty High trying to get that ball out of his hands real quick.
Yeah, the defense for the Lions is most certainly no joke here tonight. 3rd and 19 here. Villalobos on a screen pass that connects with number 5. As it looks like stopping the play here.
Looks like that was Myron Amy on the catch and run.
Yeah, Amy made a heck of a play, juking the defender and being able to stay on his feet and pick up that 1st down yardage for the Bulldogs.
As Amy appears to be a little shaken up, but he will stay in the game here. Officials talking over this flag that was thrown earlier on that play. As the fans here on the Liberty side are definitely not happy about that call.
I wonder what the officials are discussing. Either it's a flag or either pick it up and let's keep it pushing.
That definitely brings the game to a grinding halt when the refs have to have a full-on conference here.
As we await from the official call from the ref and the PA announcer.
So it looks like it was targeting and then unsportsmanlike conduct. At least that's what I saw. I really don't know. Probably just going to replay the down. That's offsetting penalties.
And I think you are right. They are going to replay the down.
And I know for Vaca High that loss hurts. Just have to stay composed in a game like this. Can't be making mental errors like that.
And the PA announcer just addressed the crowd, saying he was not even aware of what the call was either. But 3rd and 13.
At some point, I mean, these refs keep talking. Got to start playing at some point.
Right.
3:33 to go here in the first quarter. From Vacaville, California at Tom Zanino Stadium, I am Nate McKay, Nathan Farmer, and Miles Perry. On me with the call for tonight's high school football matchup. As we're finally getting ready, set to go, as a quick pass to the left side and another flag. Briscoe able to connect on that pass.
So it looks like they gave Vacaville the first down and then they enforced the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after, since it was a dead ball penalty. As we get another flag here, let's see what this one is. Looks like face mask, I believe.
As head coach Ryan Partridge over there on the sideline for the team, not quite happy with what the officials are calling right now. 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs, as another handoff to the left side again is Myron Amy. Good for another first down for Vacaville.
Nice little sweep ran by the Bulldogs there. Amy just being able to cut it up on the outside and be able to pick up that great yardage for the Bulldogs, putting them in better field position.
As Vacaville slowly but surely moving their way downfield. They're not letting these penalties slow them down. Speaking of penalties.
It was 1st and 10 on Liberty's 43. Another penalty here.
Out of offsides or false start?
Offsides and something like that. I don't know. At this point, I don't know.
Defensive lineman was offsides for Liberty, as another handoff by the Bulldogs, just short, not able to pick up much yardage there.
It's a good thing I wasn't on that Liberty defense, because I had no idea where the runner was.
See, Abrama is just being able to sneak his way through that defense and just pick up about 5-6 yards there on the play.
Again, another handoff, but Liberty able to get the stop, make it in 3rd down now again for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, watch out for this play action pass here. Trying to catch this Liberty defense, biting on the run.
The handoff towards the middle.
And I believe that was Abramowitz on the play, and he picks up, I think he picks up the first down here.
I think he's just short, maybe about a yard, yard and a half.
Yeah, they'll mark him a yard short. 4 down territory, gentlemen.
4th and inches here, as a quick handoff. Able to get to the first down is Vacaville.
Yeah, there's Abramowitz again. Just chugging upfield, getting those short gains, getting the first down.
And that fullback position is the workhorse position, and they are giving Abramowitz that ball and feeding him. Man is hungry. He's picking up yardage.
Abramowitz again in the backfield for the Bulldogs. Literally able to stop them for a few right there. For it looks about 2nd and 8 here, as the Bulldogs get up once again in a hurry, as Liberty calls for time.
I think a Liberty player was a little shaken up on that play. He walked off the field pretty slow.
It looks like that was Mason Padilla there.
As you're taking a look at Padilla, as you were saying, Miles, a little shaken up.
I think he might be out of breath. The tempo of this Vaca High's offense, it's quick, fast pace, and they want your defense to be caught off guard and out of gas. So
it's very stagnant.
Yeah,
what we're seeing so far from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and Vacaville has all kinds of running backs. They got tons of running back depth, so they're keeping their guys fresh while their guys are getting gassed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time they played Liberty, Vacaville, was also the season opener for these two teams as well, where Liberty was able to win 35-10 in a game that took Vaca High until the third quarter to score their first touchdown. So both these two teams opening up the season against each other once again. As the play gets ready to start up again, as Villalobos is going to take it himself. Looks like we have a holding call on this whistle from the referees.
And so many flags on this drive. It's just hard for the Bulldogs to pick up any momentum. Seems as soon as the play happens, it's getting called back.
And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, it is still the first quarter with 1:28 to go, as Vacaville is going to be brought back on that holding penalty.
I'd just like to say that play, that option play was amazing. I didn't even know Villalobos had the ball until I seen him running upfield. That elusiveness there.
2nd and 17 at the 28. Villalobos trying to break free of the defense and is brought down hard by that secondary for the Lions.
Yeah, if you're Villalobos there, you kind of have to make the Liberty defense think you're going to throw at least. I mean, he tucked it and run from the get-go. Kind of made it easier to stop that play there.
Vacaville gets going in a hurry. 3rd and 14 at the 35. Hand off to Jeremiah Brown. Able to pick up for about 5. As we have a little scuffle here.
Yeah. Friday Night Lights, and the tension is rising here.
Amazingly, there was no flags there. I'm surprised.
Hey, you got to let them play, man. Football's a game of aggression here, and these are young men in their teens, full of testosterone, as you can say, and they are ready to let it out tonight.
Yeah, that was number 68, Jared Yoon, having a few words for that defensive line for Liberty. But 4th and 11.
Looks like they're going to run out the clock here on the quarter.
As the clock does run out, and that does it for the for the first quarter here from Vacaville High School. 14-7 heading into the second, as the Liberty Lions currently lead in this one. We're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we'll have the second quarter for you here on the Solano College Sports Network.
Hi, Christine Manny, full-time instructor at Solano College Theater. Have you ever been interested in coming into theater? Come over to Solano College and find out what it's all about. You can take classes, you can be involved in many different ways, and just come talk with us. Check us out at www.solano.edu/theater.
And welcome back to Tom Zanino Stadium here in Vacaville, California. Currently 14-7 here at the start of the second quarter. Liberty Lions up in this one. And now, Nathan, what have we seen so far from Liberty?
They're just dominating the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. They're getting pressure on Villalobos on defense, and they're dominating the Vacaville defensive line on offense, just getting good runs left and right.
And Miles, what about Vacaville?
Vaca High's, right now we see in Vaca High's defense having mental mistakes and mental breakdowns as they're just letting the Liberty High School's running game just plow right through them. Things I'm expecting to see here is a tighter defense. They run a 4-3, so I'm expecting them to bring the linebackers up into the box and play a little bit tighter for that run game, however, on the offensive side. I'm just expecting to see them to air it out. It's worked for them before, and hopefully it works for them again.
Yeah, the defense for Liberty has figured out that wing T offense that Vacaville runs. As it is now 4th and 11. As pressure here from the Lions, able to get the stop and the turnover. It will be now Lions ball on the Bulldogs' 31-yard line.
And Villalobos just had no time there. As soon as he faked the handoff, there was a Liberty guy in his face ready to tackle him.
And I think that's what Vaca High is going to have to work on, is finding an answer for that pressure they're bringing on Villalobos.
Yeah, these plays are just taking too long to develop. Their pass plays, they got to get some quick hitters, quick screens, slants, just something to keep the Liberty defense honest.
We have definitely seen that defense come out in a hurry and pressure that Vacaville offense. But now Vacaville is on the defensive side now, 1st and 10. As Butterfield hands off. In the backfield once again was Brandon Bell, who had a solid first quarter for the Lions.
Yeah, that two-man backfield has just been killer for the Lions here tonight. With Bartley and Bell, just both of them are carrying the load for the Lions here.
Seeing that Vaca High has 2 safeties out there and no help really on the interior, as you see the defense, the linebackers just spread out. They're relying a lot on that D-line to come through and make plays for them.
2nd down and 10. Another handoff for the Lions. Has a struggle to bring them down at first, but able to bring them down finally was the Bulldogs defense.
I believe that was Islands there on the play. Make that tackle.
Yeah, this would be a huge stop here for Vacaville. Just flip the momentum here and try and get back on offense and just tire out that Liberty defense.
And it's about 3rd and 5 now.
I expect to see some pressure from the Bulldogs defense here. Seeing that Butterfield is a pro-style quarterback, he is liable to air it out.
As Butterfield gets ready to throw. Down the middle, able to find his target. Once again is Cody Muth heading towards the end zone for a touchdown.
And just another slant pattern there. Muth finally catches one of those slant pattern passes and takes it all the way in for the touchdown.
Yeah, Villalobos was just left out there on the island. Easy play for the receiver to just create spacing for himself and just burn the free safety turn quarterback for a touchdown.
As take another look right here. As this throw from Butterfield connects to his target, Cody Muth, going all the way, and no doubt about it.
And this is what the Bulldogs can't allow. Easy strikes from the quarterback like that. Big yardage plays, easy touchdowns. They have to limit those and be able to keep that to a minimum medium gain at most.
And that high field goal kick makes the score 21-7 here with 10:16 to go here in the first half. Yeah, and I don't know about you guys, but for Coach Pop and his past defense, he definitely had higher expectations, in my opinion.
Yeah, most definitely. As we're seeing on these defensive drives for the Bulldogs, they're running 2 safeties high, and it's man-to-man. They have no zone, no nothing. They're playing it honest, and what they're relying on is players' athleticism to make plays for them. But as we see tonight, it is getting exposed right now. So I expect to see some changes coming up on that next defensive possession. However, we'll see the Bulldogs and what they can do on offense here.
Yeah, with Vacaville here, you just got to get your defense time to rest. They haven't had much time to rest so far in this game.
As the Lions kick it away and not being able to trying to catch that ball once again is the special teams. That was number 12, Evan Adams, dropping the pass right there.
Yeah, Coach Pop has to be livid so far with how his kickoff return game has been playing tonight. It's just not good not good return game.
Yeah. As that drop.
A little bit of a jump catch there.
Yeah, that drop from Evan Adams, the younger brother of Solano Community College guard Jordan Adams. Sophomore guard will be returning to Solano for his second season with the Falcons, next season for basketball. As the Bulldogs get set to run it up the middle, as the Lions again able to bring down that Bulldog rushing offense for not much of a gain there, second down.
Yeah, Islands wasn't able to get anything going there for himself. The play was swallowed up before it even started, and he's just able to get 2 yards on that play, if that.
2nd and 8 now for the Bulldogs. Bill Lobos trying to get away from the defense, runs away, able to get towards the out-of-bounds line to avoid any kind of sack possible. That's not going to bring it to 3rd down.
Yeah, this Liberty defense is selling out on the run. They got no safeties back in coverage. They're just banking on Vacaville running the ball over and over.
Good for a couple yards there, 3rd and 5. Able to break one tackle, but gets brought down again by the Liberty defensive line, making another sack and stopping the play, bringing it now to 4th down.
And like you said, Nate, Liberty is just selling out on the run. No respect for the pass game at all. They're just sending everybody, the whole house, to Villalobos, and he has no time to make anything happen.
Yeah, and when Vacaville does pass the ball, their plays are taking too long to develop. They're taking way too long to try and get the ball out of Villalobos' hands.
Yeah, and Vacaville has no choice but to kick off here as Caden Hernandez will get ready to punt it away. As Liberty won't even bother to touch it, as that's not going to bring it to about the 45-yard line for the Liberty offense to get things going.
Vacaville here, you got to make a stop here or else it could get pretty ugly here pretty fast. I mean, Liberty's defense has been stellar so far, and the defense has to bail out their offense just a little bit here.
I hope to see some adjustments made by Coach Papadopoulos here, because if you're coming out in that same defense you're running, you're going to get tore up by this 5-star quarterback you got here.
Yeah, the Oregon commit is definitely showcasing his talent here at Tom Zanino Stadium tonight. As Butterfield throws over to the right side, able to break a tackle is Muth again, heading towards the end zone, being finally brought down at about the 5-yard line.
We just see some zone coverage there. Vacaville sitting back, and Butterfield eats it up right there.
Yeah, quick little curl route ran by Liberty right there.
As take a look at this set right here from Butterfield. Able to bring it out to the right side again, hitting up with his target, Cody Muth.
And as we see there, Brown just took a bad angle for the tackle.
And not getting much there. That's going to bring it back for a few yards. Second and goal now for the Lions. Actually, they're not quite within the 10-yard marker, so it is now 2nd and 11. But they are in the red zone as Jay Butterfield gets ready to get things going here on 2nd and 11. Butterfield snaps, fake off to his halfback, Brandon Bell, trying to throw down the middle, but unable to make a catch right there for the Lions.
That was a very interesting play there. He waited till the absolute last second to pull that ball back and send it out for the throw.
Yeah, Leo Reichold unable to make the catch.
A little bit of gunslinger action there. Threw that ball with some power.
Yeah, kind of looking like Pat Pat Mahomes there with a little sidearm action.
Wonder if he prefers ketchup on his mac and cheese then.
Gosh.
3rd down and 11 here at the 15. Butterfield able to connect with his target. Looking like that was Flores. Able to pick up a few yards there for Liberty.
Nice little out route he ran there. And you can just see the chemistry the quarterback has with his receiver. He already knew where he was going to be. He knew he was going to be open before he even threw that ball. Beautiful execution by Liberty right now. And Vacaville has to do something.
Yeah, what we've seen so far tonight is Butterfield's making his throws. It's just up to his receivers to find the spot where Butterfield is going to make that throw.
As the Lions talking it over here, how they want to play out this 4th and 1 with 6 to go, with 6 yards to go up until trying to get to the end zone. As the clock keeps moving here. And looks like we're going to have an offsides here, able to get Vacaville to elect for that call.
That is a 1st down, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be about 1st and goal from the 3 now.
And that, as being the Bulldogs and being Coach Papadopoulos, in his shoes, I know he is livid with that call. That is a mental error right there.
Yeah, and that's something you see from a lot of NFL teams trying to get the defense to get off sides. A good strategy that a lot of teams do use. As it looks like we have a timeout here by looks like the Bulldogs.
And Coach Papadopoulos obviously has to have a discussion with his defense here. I think on this play they're going to really try to pound it up the middle, whether it's through a dive or whether it's through quick slants. So you'll see something most likely going up the middle.
Yeah, whether it's to their guys in the backfield being Brendan Bell or finding targets in the end zone being Cody Muth, there's a lot of options here for this Liberty offense. And with that being said, Nathan, what do you expect Liberty to do here?
Honestly, so far, it's probably going to be whatever the opposite of whatever Vacaville thinks they're going to do. It just seems like that's been the story of the game. Vacaville sells out on one thing and Liberty does the other.
Yeah, Miles, as you were saying, Coach Papadopoulos definitely wants to have this opportunity to talk with his team, seeing how they want to play this.
Has to. As you can see, this defense there's a crack in their armor right now, and it's about to get broken wide open, as we can see, if they score here.
As we get set to continue this very slow-paced game here from Vacaville, California. 1st and goal here, and a hard hit, but able to get to the end zone is Aki Kapu Flores.
Just another example of that vicious run game, just fighting through tackles, managing to find his way to the end zone.
And
there.
my apologies, that is Brennan Bell who was able to pick up that touchdown for the Liberty Lions. From all the way up here on the Liberty side, looked like a 6, but guess it was an 8. 27-7 as a field goal kick is up and good, as it now is 28-7 here in the 2nd quarter, all in favor of the Lions.
This Vacaville offense has to get something going. I mean, what we saw on their touchdown play, it was a quick play action pass. It was quick. That's the thing. Vacaville's plays have not been quick so far in the pass game.
Yeah, the defending state champions definitely showing why they won that title for a reason. As head coach Ryan Partridge was hired in 2017, was able to win the NorCal Football Coach of the Year after going 13-1 during that championship run.
Yeah, he's had 2 very successful years. First year he won the North Coast Section Championship, and then last year he won the state championship. It's a big gust of wind here. It takes our papers away a little bit.
Gust of wind, most definitely, as the kick is up. Receiving it is Vacaville on special teams here. Able to break a few tackles, but finally being brought down is Evan Adams. He was able to get a hold of that pass, or on that kick.
Yeah, it's definitely more of what you'd expect from this Vacaville team, at least on special teams. I mean, it's just a textbook kick return, just managing to get good field position there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I believe here it's all about keeping the energy high at this point. 28-7, down by 21. You need to keep your energy high and be able to make these plays.
As the Bulldogs are finally back on offense as they get set here on a running play. Able to pick up a few yards there for, looks like it will now be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, there was nothing there for him on that play. Swallowed up in the backfield, and I think he'll gain nothing and leave.
2nd and 10 here. As a quick handoff to Logan Cunningham. Able to avoid a few tackles there, but finally now able to pick up a few yards for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, a lot of quickness there from him. Just being able to get upfield and put them in good field position to get the first down.
3rd and 3 now. As offense is definitely still in a hurry and able to get the first down, running up the middle. Looking like that was Chris Island. Yes, it was. Able to pick up the first down for the Bulldogs.
That was a huge run there. Vacaville could not afford to get stopped there on 3rd down. They get the first down. They keep the chains moving.
And Islands, he was met as soon as he got past that line of scrimmage. Just being strong and being able to push that Liberty High defense all the way to the 50 or 49-yard line.
As it looks like we have a player down here for the Bulldogs as time stops. Having quite a hard time identifying who that might be.
Might be one of them linemen there, man.
As he's definitely taking his time. As that is number 68, Jared Yoon, who earlier had a few words to say to that Lions defense. But let's hope he's okay as he makes his way towards the Bulldog sideline.
Well, it's good to see he's walking off. Might be cramps.
Yeah, the last thing you want is someone getting injured on the first game for if you're Coach Pop. As we're taking a look at Brian Partridge here, talking with the official. .451 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs are getting ready for a 1st and 10 as they attempt to try to get something going here. Trying to get on the board in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, this Vacaville offense really hasn't done much. I mean, they got their 1 touchdown, 2-play drive on a 70-something yard pass.
Villalobos throws over to his left. Making the connection is Logan Cunningham, picking up another first down for the Bulldogs.
Cunningham just being able to sneak out the backfield there gives Villalobos an easy target there to pick up good yardage for the first down.
Yeah, the Bulldogs offense definitely looking solid already on this drive. As we get ready to go, Villalobos throws over to his right now, making it. With that connection is Myron Amy.
He just tripped there. I mean, he had wide open space, could have gotten the first down there, and he just tripped and fell.
It's just very unfortunate when you get tripped up on that play, definitely when you have a chance to pick up a few more yards. Second down and 4 here for the Bulldogs. As another handoff to Amy. Amy able to break free for the first down. We are seeing a lot more better offense from the Bulldogs here in the second quarter.
Amy just being elusive, being able to snake his way through the teeth of that defense and being able to pick that first down up.
Yeah, that was a great cut up field, just cut straight through the Liberty defense.
1st and 10 now. 4:08 to go here in the first half from Tom Zanino Stadium. Bulldogs get set. Villalobos with some pressure there from the defensive line, able to get it away to avoid the sack. Second down and 10.
I'm sure Coach Pop definitely wants to take his time here. He doesn't want to let Liberty get another chance at the end zone here before the half.
Well, as you've seen on that play, that whole right side of the line got blew over by that Liberty High defensive front. So Villalobos, he had no option just to get that ball out, man, before he took the sack.
As the Bulldogs huddle up here. Second down and 10. Villalobos again with some pressure and throwing it again to the right side. Nothing there. Going to be 3rd and 10 now.
And Colin Borelli had just shot straight through the offensive line there. It was a good job by the fullback there. I didn't catch the number for Vacaville there, picking up the block.
Yeah, right now, Liberty's defense is definitely showing their dominance. 3:59 to go. 3rd and 10. Handoff. Jeremiah Brown to the outside. Not being able to pick up much there. That's going to result in 4th down now.
And Brown has to be able to cut that upfield and be able to make a play out of that. You can't just stay on the straight line.
Yeah, only able to pick up 1 yard there. It's going to be 4th and 9 now for the Bulldogs. Clock keeps rolling, or now actually stops. Officials talking it over. As we have a stop in the play now.
Some kind of penalty here. Didn't see the signal, but I'd imagine it was probably an unsportsmanlike conduct, because that's the only time that the refs would make a note in their notebooks. Because if a guy gets 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, he gets ejected.
Yeah, that brings the Bulldogs back for a 4th and 25 as they'll get ready to punt it here. Punt is up.
Oh.
No one from
Sorry.
Liberty going to make a chance at that.
Sorry, I thought that might have hit a Liberty player, but I guess not.
Not quite. So, Nathan, what were a couple of key things that you saw from that drive from Vacaville?
Just like I've been saying all games, just quicker plays. They're cutting out on some of the motion, just simplifying a little bit here and there, just trying to get the ball out of Villalobos' hands and get the pass game going.
Yeah, that defense is no joke so far for the Liberty Lions. Easy to see why they went 13-1 last season.
Now, Vaca High in this position, they need a turnover. They need the ball back in their hands.
As a quick handoff, able to avoid a tackle was Darian Bartley. Able to break free. Not being able to pick up much there.
Now that was almost a big play for that defense there, as they could have stopped him in the backfield. However, the running back's just able to pick up good yardage there and get the chains moving.
Yeah, only able to pick up about 2 yards. Going to be 2nd and 8 now. Butterfield gets set to throw. Quick screen pass over to Bartley again. And he makes his way towards the out-of-bounds line. Able to pick up the first down for the Lions.
Right there was a lapse in the defense. There was no coverage by the linebackers there, and the running back's just able to get upfield and be an easy target for the quarterback.
It was just a delayed route there by Bartley. Stayed to block for a quick second and then left for the screen route, and he was wide open.
Now it's 1st and 10 here, 2:42 to go. Lions get set with 2 in the backfield. As a throw, just overthrew that one, unable to connect with his receiver.
When Butterfield had his man deep, he just overthrew the receiver.
As we have a player down, that's Cody Muth. Looking like he has his cramp here. See if we can get some video here. We do. As Muth definitely looks like to be in pain. Not quite sure what happened on that play, as all the attention was on the left side of the field. Looks like Muth got injured over there on the right.
It was probably just a cramp, just tightened up on him while he's running his route, and just fell to the ground.
As he is able to get up, head towards the sideline now, limping him just a little bit.
It's actually a smart play to go down on the field, as it gives time for the coach to communicate with his quarterback and get the offense going.
And it saves them their timeouts. They only have 2 timeouts here left with 2.5 minutes to go. But even then, it looks like they're struggling to communicate what play they want.
As look at Butterfield now talking over to his sideline.
Play clock has to be running down here. I mean,
it is running down, 2:05 to go. Butterfield throwing over again to the left side. This time it's a completion, connecting with his target, Flores, that time. There is number 6.
And Hume was on that play to make a tackle, stopping him from getting any more yardage on the play.
Aki Kapua Flores, the junior wide receiver, listed at 5'10", 195. As a snap, getting ready to go again is Butterfield, throwing over to his right, able to make the connection again. That's number 5, Joshua Dinkins, able to get a hold of that and make the connection.
The defensive back there for Vacaville, I didn't catch the number, but he almost had that one picked off. He timed it just a little bit off. He had the angle, he just barely missed it.
And that was Logan Cunningham coming back there on a jailbreak, just not able to finish the play and make the tackle quarterback, which allows Butterfield just to make a great play there.
First and 10 now. Lions looking to score before the half ends. As a very risky pass right there, but able to catch it. That was very close, almost an interception for the Bulldogs.
Triple coverage there.
And he threw that ball on a rope. That was incredible.
Flores once again with the reception.
I guess this is why he is one of the best players in the country.
Clock keeps rolling here. Under a minute to go here in the first half.
The Lions still have two timeouts left.
Yeah, they're definitely saving him as Butterfield showcases his arm not being able to connect. Looking like that was number 17, Braden Holmes. The freshman receiver almost had a touchdown.
And running that post pattern there, he was able to split the safeties and be wide open, just couldn't bring the catch in.
Yeah, that could have been a big first touchdown for the freshman, listed at 6 foot. as the clock is stopped right now with 42 seconds to go. 3rd and 1.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Liberty run the ball here. They got 2 timeouts left here and a 3rd and short. They just need to get the first down here.
On the Bulldogs 29 as a handoff. Going towards the right side is number 21, Darian Bartley. He's going to make it to the end zone for a touchdown. 34-7 here in the second quarter.
And as we've seen there, Vacaville High could not get to the edge fast enough, and Liberty High is able to turn that into a 6.
As a replay right here, another handoff for Liberty. And the speed showcased right there by Bartley, able to get into the end zone for a touchdown.
The guy has some wheels, able to break down the defender, because I believe that play was going inside. He just broke him down and said, you know what, forget this. I'm going outside and nobody's going to catch me.
As the field goal kick is up, and it is good. Bringing the score now to 35-7.
Liberty's already matched their point total from last year. They've definitely improved.
Yeah, you said it best yourself. They already matched their point total, and it's only the first half. So who knows what these Lions have in store for us.
Yeah, I'm sure those playoff games have helped improve Jay Butterfield. I mean, this has been a playoff-type atmosphere here. The Vacaville Bulldogs are a very good team year in and year out. It's definitely felt like a playoff game to me.
Well, the atmosphere for opening night, most definitely. I can see why you said it would be a playoff game. I myself thought it was going to be a shootout, but it looks more like a shoot-around. Everything's coming real easy for this Liberty High School team.
As a squib kick here to the Bulldogs. Able to break a huge tackle right there. That was number 30, Caden Hernandez. Able to pick up a few there.
And on this drive, I just expect to see the Bulldogs run the clock out, go into the locker room, and just Coach Papadopoulos needs to get his team back and get the energy up.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him just take a knee here.
Yeah, it looks like the Bulldogs are going to take a knee. And they do. Going to let the clock roll out. Going into halftime. So the score at the end of the first half is 35-7. Just, it is all Lions at the moment. And Miles, for Vacaville, what do they have to do going into the second half?
Well, on the offensive side of the ball, they have to find an answer for the pressure they're putting on the quarterback. And on the defensive end, they need more stops. They need turnovers. They need that ball back and need to give their defense a break. I think these guys are gassed. You have some guys going both ways for the Bulldogs, and if you go both ways, just knowing the game itself it's tiring, man, for a whole first half. So I think that's what I'll expect to see.
And Nathan, what about Liberty?
They just got to keep their offensive line and defensive line. They've been totally dominating the front four on both sides for the Vacaville Bulldogs. Their run game has been stellar, and they've totally shut down the run game for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it definitely will be an interesting second half that we will have for you right after the break here on the Solano College Sports Network.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it. So.
Joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for three. It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots ever.
The sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.
And welcome back to Tom Zanino Stadium, getting set for the second half here in Vacaville, California. Nate McKay, Nathan Farmer, and Miles Perry on the call for tonight's broadcast. As one of the main things we'll be looking for in the second half is a much better offense from Vacaville.
Yeah, they just gotta get their plays going. Their plays so far have been taking too long to develop. They're letting the pressure get to them.
And they will start off with the ball here in the second half, as Evan Adams sidestepping his way through a few tackles, or excuse me, that was Myron Amy sidestepping his way through that defense.
Yeah, I see him there, Liberty High. They're so hungry to get to the ball. Seeing one of the defenders shove his own man down, trying to make the tackle. You guys are hungry.
As the Bulldogs get set, would be great if they can start off this first drive of the second half with a touchdown. As they get going in a hurry here, not much gained as that Liberty defense starts off this second half showing their dominance.
Quick little dive play to Islands on there, and wasn't able to get anything going. Liberty snuffed that out from the start.
Yeah, Island in the backfield once again for the Bulldogs. As Villalobos is going to be throwing on this one, connects with his target, number 25, Logan Cunningham. Good for a few yards there.
And Cunningham just able to sneak out of the backfield and be able to get open for Villalobos there.
We're probably going to see a lot more of that play action pass here. Try and balance the offense here a little bit.
Able to pick up the first down now. Villalobos throwing again over to Myron Amy, unable to make the grab. Going to be 2nd and 10.
Well, that ball was thrown just a little bit behind him. Amy not able to get his hands on it. But even if he caught the ball, he was going to be met by a Liberty High School defender as soon as he touched it.
It probably saved himself from getting a big hit there by dropping that ball.
Most definitely.
2nd and 10 now at the 40. There's a run up the middle, not much yardage there, and again, a few pushing and shoving there from both the Bulldogs and the Lions once again.
And that was that big fullback Islands, Chris Islands there, just being able to push his way for some decent yardage, putting them in third down territory.
There's a quick substitution here for the defensive line for the Liberty Lions.
Changing the formation here. See a little bit of spread.
There's another throw out to the outside. Able to connect with his target. That's number 42, Coulter Malone.
Yeah, there was some of that shotgun formation that we were talking about with the new offensive coordinator here, trying to mix things up here with the offense.
Yeah, Malone just not able to get upfield on the play. Great pursuit by the Liberty High defense and forces the 3 and out for the Bulldogs.
4th and 5 now, as the Bulldogs will get ready to punch it away.
Tyler Edwards back there. Hopefully he can put them in a good spot on defense.
And nearly blocked by Liberty. And the Lions aren't even going to try at it. They'll let it roll out of bounds.
Got a really good bounce there. Bounced out right at the 5-yard line, putting the Lions in bad field position here to start off their first possession of the second half.
Yeah, Miles, you said best yourself, able to get into a good position on that kick.
Most definitely. Great job by the punter. Put his defense in a good spot, and now it's on defense to turn it on here. But like I was saying earlier, you got a lot of guys going both ways here. As you see, you got your quarterback playing safety, you got a linebacker, your running back playing linebacker. So hopefully we don't see that fatigue start to creep in here in this third quarter.
It'll be very interesting to see what Vacaville will do with their defense, especially having them back on their own 5-yard line.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a run-pass option here from Butterfield.
And there is the run up the middle, able to break a few tackles is number 8, Brennan Bell, and he's going to pick up the first down.
Kind of got pushed up right by one of his offensive linemen there. He was falling down, and his offensive lineman kind of caught him and picked him up there a little bit.
And there is a flag on the play. That's going to bring it back.
And that will put them on
about the 2-yard line, I'd say. 2 or 3 yard line.
Oh, it looks like a couple. Oh, yeah. 2-3 yard line right there.
Yeah, Vacaville catches the break.
A huge break, because that was a heck of a run. He just carried the defense there and fought for about 20 yards on that play.
But we shouldn't be surprised. Brennan Bell has showcased his talent in the first half and is showcasing again here in the second. But Vacaville catches the break as we'll see what they do now.
They need a play here, a big one.
As nearly missnaps that, able to get around the defense for not much there. Great defensive stop right there by the defensive line for Vaca High.
And as we've seen there, just a great jump on the ball and being able to get to the hole before the play can really get started, you know.
They were able to pick up 3, making it 2nd and 10 on the Lions' own 5-yard line.
I don't think Liberty's going to try anything risky here, being backed up in their own end zone. Let's see if they'll keep it on the ground here.
And they won't. Going to go above the air and unable to connect with his target, number 21, Darian Bartley.
Yeah, he had him wide open. I mean, number 43 there on defense, Cody Hume, he was playing zone up close towards the line of scrimmage. He just needed to complete the pass, and Bartley was going to run for a while.
Yeah, it looks like Liberty's doing the opposite of what I say here. So, Vaca High, if you catch that, just listen to me. You might catch on to something here.
Defensive coordinator Miles Perry on the call. 3rd and 10 now, still at the 5. Again, not going for the handoff, going to the air. There is a flag on the play up the middle, incomplete. We'll see what they call here.
If that's holding, it could have been called in the end zone. That could be a safety.
Yeah, they threw that by the line of scrimmage there. Let's see what it is.
Although if you're Vacaville, you probably take the outcome of the play. You don't really want that holding call. Excuse me.
Yeah, you don't want to give Butterfield another chance to get the first down there, most definitely. So.
As it does look like the offense is coming out, they are not going to try to risk anything.
Interesting to see if Vacaville brings pressure on the punt here. With the punter backed up in his own end zone, can't stand as far back as he would like to.
Hopefully the punter gets a good snap, because if he takes a step out, that's a safety. Amy back to return the punt. See what he can do here for this team.
As the Lions get ready to punt it away. Kick up very high and right into the sideline of the Lions.
Yeah. Almost a pooch punt there. Barely went over 30 yards. Or Puts the Bulldogs in great field position there.
Yeah, Vacaville is going to get back into this game. It's going to have to be right here. They got a short field. They got to score here.
So now that you're in good field position, Miles, do you think they keep it on the ground?
I think they're going to try a little bit of both, but, like I've said, lately this whole game, everybody's been doing the opposite of what I say, so I'll say they'll do both. I think we'll see a little bit of run and a little bit of pass, but they most definitely have to get into this end zone here on this drive. This is it for this team. I feel like this is a back-breaking play or drive for them.
Yeah, time is almost not on their side with 8:40 to go in the third quarter. As again, a hurry-up offense for Vacaville. As a handoff, tackled by the Liberty defense. That was Coulter Malone on that carry. No gain on the play, going to be 2nd and 10 now. So 2nd and 10. Bill Lobos testing out his arm, able to make the completion to the left side. What a catch by number 7 to Nick Pine, able to make the reception for a first down.
Well, out there on the outside, Nick Pine had one-on-one coverage with that corner. He's just able to use his size, get up there, make an easy catch, and that's a huge play for the Bulldogs here.
1st and 10 now. Keeping it on the ground for not much of a gain.
And Kyler Abramovich met by a brick wall of that Liberty defense there. Tried to get upfield, but he was stopped as soon as he met the defender.
2nd and goal from the 7 now.
Throw it up. I'd say throw it up and take the matchup.
Pass is coming. As would expected from the Lions, almost trying to get to the sack. Able to get to the outside and get down. There is an injured Lion on the play.
Hey, if you're Jeremy Villalobos, you got to keep your options open. He's tucking it and running. He's not keeping in mind that he could pass it. He had a couple guys open in the corner of the end zone if he just looked up for the pass.
Yeah, Villalobos has to keep his eyes upfield. He's so focused on the pressure, he's forgetting that he can throw the ball away, or he can put some faith in his receivers.
Yeah, Bulldogs coming out in a hurry as Amy is not able to get much there. Just very unfortunate for Vacaville. Going to bring us to 4th and goal now.
And I think they're going to keep the quarterback on the field. They're going to go for it here. This is huge for this team. Big
my
momentum.
apologies, it is 3rd and goal. As Amy again going out towards the outside corner. Into the left side. Now it is 4th and goal.
Now they will bring the kicker on. There we go.
Yeah.
Kind of get lost in the mix here. Our angle isn't really that.
Yes, we are very far away. Some binoculars would definitely help.
Yeah.
Also, we have this giant light standard right in front of us that's kind of blocking most of the field from this angle.
Kind of got to imagine what it looks like.
But we will take what we can get here from Tom Zanino Stadium in Vacaville, California.
Most definitely.
As the kick is up, and it is good. So the Bulldogs are able to get 3 points on the board in the 3rd quarter, bringing the score now to 35-10.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, well, not the best drive for the Bulldogs, but they still come away with some points. However, I believe they believe wholeheartedly they wanted that touchdown, but just wasn't clicking there. But it's up to the defense here to make a play and just keep this team alive here.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, Vacaville's defense got to come up with a stop, then get some offense has to get some points, then get another stop. Just got to keep it going.
Yeah. little bit of nickel and dime here, crawl their way back into this game.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a pooch kick or a squib kick or something here. Try and get the ball into no man's land and try and pounce on it.
As the Bulldogs will get ready to kick it away. Chris Sackett gets ready. Very long kick here. And it will make its way towards the end zone for a touchback.
Into the end zone. No return. Liberty will take over first and 10 at the
So once again, about to approach the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter as Liberty gets ready to get back on the offensive side. And very curious to see how long Liberty keeps Jay Butterfield out there, especially with this big of a lead. As a handoff up to his Brendan Belt once again, making his way towards the outside. He's got the speed and he's showcasing it here tonight.
It just seems like the game plan for this run game is pound it inside and then when you're not pounding it inside, just try and stretch out this Vacaville defense. The Liberty offense is definitely shown to be more athletic, just faster and stronger than this Vacaville defense so far tonight.
Yeah, Abramowitz, you got to shoot low. He's shooting too high, made it an easy stiff arm, almost a highlight play there for the Liberty High running back.
So 1st and 10 now, once again for the Lions, as another handoff to Brendan Bell.
Step there by the Bulldogs defense, keeping that drive or that run to a short to minimal to none gain.
Yeah, Vacaville's defense is definitely stepping up their game. And they need to if they want to try to cut into this lead. So 2nd and 9 now.
So they have 2 wide for Liberty High, forcing that linebacker to come
on
out
their
there.
own 38, up the middle. I believe again, yes it was Brendan Bell.
I think right here they're really just trying to run clock and at this point, trying to keep everybody safe. They don't want their quarterback in any bad positions here, but they want to also wear down this Bulldogs defense and keep the chains moving.
Well, this defense is fighting. It is 3rd and 7, and a stop is needed here for the Bulldogs. As Butterfield gets ready, trying to find someone, being pressured by Vacaville. Gonna have to throw it away. He does, and is able to connect with Cody Muth. What an unbelievable way to avoid the defense from Butterfield, and is able to get it away and throw to his target.
And that play, you just have to credit to the O-line there.
So we see the replay here. Butterfield just dances around in the pocket, dodging tackles left and right. Manages to find his open guy down the field.
Well, there you just see linemen shoving down Vacaville defenders left and right here, making it look easy. And that just shows the offseason preparation they put in. These guys are strong. They are ready for this Vaca High pass rush.
As another Lion down the sideline, couldn't quite tell who that was.
I think that was Cody Muth.
Muth injured again and unable to find his target. Looking like that was Flores. Wasn't quite watching where that pass was going.
Yeah, it just wasn't a very well run route. I mean, he went through the motions, just didn't cut when Butterfield thought he was going to cut.
And Adams out there on the island by himself. Did everything he could. He stayed on top of the receiver. Good defensive play.
Officials talking it over here. As we have 3:55 to go here in the third quarter.
Against the Lions, and eligible man downfield brings up 2nd and 15. Puts the ball back to the 33.
Looks like that was an ineligible man downfield there on the pass play.
Now we'll bring it to 2nd and 15 now for the Lions. So more work for the Vacaville defense on this next set from the Liberty Lions.
And I think they just caught a break there. That was a huge first down for this team. Let's see if they can make up for that play and come up with a stop here on 3rd and 15.
Butterfield throwing down the middle. A heck of a throw, able to find his target. But not enough for the first down.
I mean, that's what you see from a pro-style quarterback, hitting those slant routes. That's bread and butter for every NFL offense. Definitely looking like he's ready for college and for the NFL out here. So our producer Brian tries to make a joke about bread and butter field.
And they will keep the quarterback on the field here, 4th and 6.
Butterfield looking deep and caught by Darian Bartley. An unbelievable throw towards the end zone, giving the score now 41-10.
Yeah, that was just a great throw and a great catch. It helps that Bartley's a running back. He's able to catch up to that throw. I honestly didn't think he was going to catch up to it. I thought Butterfield overthrew him.
Well, on that play, we see Logan Cunningham get caught on that wheel route and just not able to catch up to the running back there, leaving it an easy dime for Butterfield and stretching this game out even further.
As just a huge touchdown for the Liberty Lions as they continue to add on to their lead here in the second half. As the field goal kick is up and good, making it now 42-10.
We look at that Vacaville sidelines, it's just the energy is for surely not there as we've seen in the first half. And I feel like a lot of hopes brought down by looking at this score right now.
Yeah, they got off to a good first start on that first drive, able to connect with that huge reception for the touchdown. And ever since then, you know, as you were saying, Miles, not much excitement over there on the sideline right now.
Well, looking at the score, really there's not much to be excited about. So I understand. And I know Coach Papadopoulos not happy with the way his team is performing tonight.
But nonetheless, Bulldogs will get ready to get back on offense. As the Lions get ready to kick it away. And unable to make a grab at it again was Amy. Breaking a few tackles. He's got a chance to break another one with a stiff arm. Making his way. He'll go all the way, no doubt about it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Vacaville.
Just how they drew it up. Drop the ball and then just fake out the Lions defense, make them think they're going to get to you easy, and then make a couple quick cuts, and then you're home free.
And ironic how we've seen this Vaca High kick return team just make a lot of mental mistakes, but here you see Amy keeping the play alive, making that crucial stiff arm to get his way into the end zone. He just turns on the jets there. That man is not getting caught by anybody on that field.
Yeah, I think that was the kicker that fell victim to that vicious stiff arm there.
Well, Miles, you said it. The excitement was not there, but it is now.
Yeah, I heard the sideline roar, and the sideline here got very silent. However, you look at the lead, I think that is still something to be excited about, you know?
Yeah, if you're Vacaville, you just got to keep momentum going. I mean, it's the first game of the season. You got to keep in mind you're facing the defending state champions. Liberty is an amazing team, but you've got 10, 11 more games to go in the season. Can't just hang your hat on this one.
Well, the Bulldogs are going to keep marching along here as the score is now 42-17 with 2:44 left to go in the third quarter.
And let's see if the Vacaville High defense still has a little bit of that fight we just seen there. Amy keeping the fire alive for this team for sure on that play. And let's see if it's a shot of energy they need just to get them back going.
Yeah, they're definitely not out of it after that huge return. And now you sort of get the feeling that their defense has the ability to step it up here and create a few turnovers as well.
Yeah, the only thing you got to keep in mind is Vacaville's defense didn't really get a break there, but I'm sure they've gotten livened up by that huge kick return.
Oh, most definitely.
As Chris Saka gets ready to kick it away for the Bulldogs. As able to make a stellar catch, tiptoeing his way to the out-of-bounds line was number 22, Sebi Lee, on that one.
Yeah, I'm sure he's wishing he let that one go. He stepped out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
In Vacaville with good field position here on defense. After that exciting touchdown run to watch, let's see if they can come up with the stop here and get that ball back.
Yeah, the defense has to come up with a big play here, get a turnover, pick six, fumble recovery, something while they're down deep in the Lions' territory.
As the Lions come out of the huddle, getting ready for a 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line. As a quick handoff up to Brendan Bell, holding a few tackles before he's finally brought down by that very aggressive Vacaville defense.
Strong run on his end, but the Vacaville Bulldogs have to wrap up and take those legs out. The legs are the motors on the running back or on any player. If you take those out, there's no way he's getting any more yardage than he is.
Yeah, we've seen that tons of times so far tonight. The Liberty runners are just bouncing off of tackles because the Vacaville defenders are coming in too high.
2nd and 2 now as the clock keeps rolling. Once again, another handoff as Bell is able to get up the middle in time for the first down. As that looked like it was number 15, Tyler Edmonds, able to make that stop. It's very interesting as Vacaville has listed here as a holder, so he's out there doing some work on the defensive end. Clock keeps ticking. 1:40 to go as Bell is once again met by that Vacaville defensive line.
Yeah, just a good tackles there from both of those Vacaville defenders.
2nd down and 10 coming up on the Lions' own 28-yard line.
Looks like that was Cody Hume and Michael Otterstedt in on the tackle.
Butterfield getting ready to throw. Just overthrows that one to Peyton Borelli, his tight end, unable to make the catch.
We've seen a lot of those throws tonight. Butterfield has a guy wide open, and he just overshoots him. Vacaville High's defense not able to get a pass rush on him. No pressure in his face. simply just misses the throw there.
Well, one thing it seems like we've seen with Butterfield is he throws his passes one speed. It's like it's just a bullet.
Mm-hmm.
If he takes a little bit off, he'd hit those open guys.
Yeah, trying to find the open guys, as you were saying, Nathan, is definitely something he's looking for. As Butterfield gets ready to showcase his arm again, overthrowing, and it looks like there's going to be a penalty for some unnecessary roughness.
He led with his helmet, can't do that.
You hit him in the gut. I don't understand how that could be targeting. That's an interesting call.
And seeing how that was a 3rd and 10, that is a huge loss for the Vacaville defense.
Definitely might have been some frustration on that hit.
Really don't see that get called too often here, but hey, I mean, it's player safety. You lead with the helmet, you lead with the crown of your head, you're putting yourself in risk, so hey, it's better you learn now than learn later, you know what I mean? Can't do that.
First game of the season for the refs as well.
So what are you saying, Nate?
It's not that hard to fill in the blank.
A little shade here.
I wouldn't say that. So 1st and 10 now. As another handoff from Butterfield. Not much picked up as the clock will wind down here.
Probably only going to have one more play before the end of the quarter here.
Yeah, Liberty trying to burn off as much time as they can here to wrap this game up here.
Second down and 11. Lions on their own 38. Under 10 seconds to go. Butterfield with another handoff. Gives it to Bell, and again, not much picked up there. So that is the end of the 3rd quarter here from Tom Zanino Stadium. We will have the 4th quarter for you here on the Solano College Sports Network right after this.
We have everything that an automotive shop would have, or even a dealership would have.
If you guys are interested in automotive at all, go to Solano Community College. Check out the automotive program. It can be a career path for you, just like what I'm doing, or it could be an extreme hobbyist, an enthusiast.
If you really like cars and learning stuff all the time, then this is the best place to go.
And we are back here at Tom Zanino Stadium in Vacaville, California on this Friday night of high school football. Getting ready to start the 4th quarter as Liberty currently holds the lead 42-17. And Nathan, what was your biggest takeaway in that 3rd quarter for Vacaville?
Just they got some momentum back. I mean, they didn't really do much on offense. I mean, they got the field goal with the short field, but they got that huge touchdown return. And that's just huge for morale, not just for this game, but going forward, knowing that you can just get big plays like that.
And Miles, what do you think we should see here from the Lions to finish out this game?
I expect for them to keep the ball on the ground a little bit more and take the ball out of the hands of Butterfield, as you don't want your star quarterback taking any unnecessary shots or throwing his arm out. You know, you don't want to see any of that. So I expect for them to keep the ball on the ground.
As the Lions are looking to go 1-0 to start the season. But time is definitely not on Vacaville's side here, as it is now 3rd and 3 to start off the 4th quarter.
Just a couple of scores from around the Mel. Armio lost to Acalanes 75-6, and Wood was blanked by Vintage 41-0 up in Napa.
As a throw by Butterfield, unable to connect with his receiver. And I'm sorry, did I hear that right? 75 points?
Yeah.
Well.
Just Just trying to work out those kinks on the offense, I guess.
I thought 42 was a high-scoring number, but I guess not.
Well, it is Armio, so you know what comes with that.
Yeah.
Well, what do you say, Miles?
Hopefully we don't have any Armio alums in the building tonight.
No offense to anyone from Armio, as Liberty gets ready to punt it away. It's a very solid punt from Liberty, able to get it, missing the 10-yard line, about the 8 for Vacaville to start off their drive.
Yeah, I mean, that punt bounced, it hit the ground right around the 25. It just kept rolling and rolling. Got about another 17, 20 yards or so after the first bounce.
And as a coach, that's all you can ask for from your punter. Just get the ball in a great field position so your defense can start out in a good area. And Vaca High has a challenge in front of them. They have to drive this field. Let's see if they can come up with something here to get them into that end zone.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's a challenge that Coach Pop will definitely like to take. As Vacaville's going to keep rushing it up the middle again. Good for a few yards. And unable to get anywhere near a first down.
I think what they're trying to do right now is just get their team into a safe position where they can drop back and throw the ball and give Villalobos just a little space to make something work here.
So not much gain there, 2nd and 8. As Villalobos looking for the long throw to number 1, able to make the catch is Michael Briscoe.
He was able to fight through a little bit of pushing and shoving there with the DB. Just managed to break away and find some room to make the grab.
Bulldogs going to hurry up this offense.
Trying to keep Liberty on their toes here. And I was really trying to see all night. Just throw it up to Briscoe and just let him go to work. The guy's like 6'2". That's a big guy out there for a quarterback to throw to. So
10:50 to go. As another run up the middle from Vacaville's offense.
And going back to that last play, what we've seen a lot, what we've seen a lot is Liberty is just selling out on the run, so they got single coverage out on with the wide receivers, but they haven't taken advantage of it enough.
And a good tackle from Leo Reichold on that one.
Yeah, he saved a touchdown there.
Villalobos running away from the Liberty defense. Gets around a few, almost made a head-to-head contact, but finally brought him down. Picked up only about 2 on that one. 3rd down and 8 coming up.
And I don't know if it's just me, but when I see a high school quarterback play, I never see them try to throw the ball away. Like, it's okay to throw the ball away, and call the play quits. You don't have to try to, always try to make it work. And being that you are the quarterback, lowering that shoulder can take a toll on you. And and as a team, as a coach, you don't want any unnecessary injuries happening.
And another player down for the Lions here. One thing for the Lions, though, they have had a lot of players go down in this ball game.
Yeah, definitely the heat today. I mean, it's definitely cooled off quite a bit so far tonight, but the heat earlier in the day probably took a toll on these players. Going through warm-ups in 90-degree heat, I'm sure that took a toll on them.
Always important to stay hydrated in hot temperatures, especially during this time of the year.
Good to see him walk off the field. Good to see him walk off the field.
Yeah, that was number 18, Peyton Borelli, the tight end for Liberty. Also as part of that defensive line as well. But now the Bulldogs will get back on the field. Getting ready for a 3rd and 7 here. Trying to get any points on the board as much as possible here in the early moments of the 4th quarter. As Villalobos gets set to go, throws, again hitting his target, Amy. Looking like enough for a first down.
And Amy there on that quick comeback route, able to snag that pass from Villalobos, make a defender miss, and be able to pick up the first down for the Bulldogs. Much needed play right there for them.
So the Bulldogs keep marching along in Lions territory right now. 1st and 10 on the Lions 35, and unable to get much yardage there is number 35. Brandon Holmes was just met by a lot of the defensive line for the Liberty Lions.
Yeah, they snuffed that play out from the start. But my biggest thing here is the fourth quarter, the clock is running, and you're still putting the ball on the ground. I think we've all seen it here. You got to throw the ball. You got to air it out.
They've had success throwing the ball for the most part. They just Villalobos just has to get it out of his hand. He's been taking the runs way too many times.
And he's being met again by tie pressure from the defense, but able to find Amy, breaking a few tackles. Almost getting a first down.
And we see that connection there, Amy and Villalobos. Villalobos faced with a bunch of pressure in his face, still able to make that throw to Amy. And I think that was about a gain of 9.
I don't know why they're calling it a second down here. It's 3rd down, I believe.
I think he just hasn't changed the marker.
PA announcer also called it 2nd down. But 3rd and inches here.
They just changed it there.
Pass out to the left, unable to complete it, was number 7, Nick Pine.
And just put a little bit too much gas on that ball there, and it was just fly by the receiver.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
He had time to get that pass in. He just threw it a little too hard. Just didn't have enough touch on it.
I think that was the most time he had in the pocket all day.
So now the Bulldogs trying to get it across for a first down here. And it doesn't look like they're going to be able to. Just met by that very aggressive Lions defense.
Let's see what the line just has to say. I think they might give it to him.
With the forward motion?
Yeah, forward motion, yeah.
Okay. But nonetheless, a huge tackle from the Lions.
Looks like they're probably going to bring the chains out.
And the chains will move.
Or not. They're just going to call it on. Don't need the chains to come out, I guess.
So as Nathan said, no need for chains.
Why even have the chains, man? I don't know.
First down now for the Bulldogs as the clock keeps ticking here. Under 7.5 minutes left here from Vacaville High School. As Villalobos is running the football, able to pick up a few yards there, just short of the first down.
Elusive run by the quarterback there, being able to pick up that yardage. He tried to look for his guy on the outside, but just wasn't there for him, so he tucks and runs. Be able to pick up a huge gain of 9 and leaving it 2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs are doing it. They're driving the field. Let's see if they can cap this drive off or something.
Looks like that's going to be a false start.
Well, there's something from the referees.
It's been a while since we've seen a flag.
Right.
Might have jinxed it. I believe they're calling it against Vacaville High School, and they are.
I'll make it about 2nd and 6 from the 22.
So they will replay 2nd down here, 2nd and 6 on Liberty's own 21-yard line.
I think you take the shot here to Briscoe. You got to.
And they choose to run it to their halfback, Jeremiah Brown. Good for a few yards, but still short of that first down that they're looking for.
Now you have your big play receiver out there on the island, man-to-man by himself, and you choose to run the ball. I scratch my head, but hey, I'm not a head coach, so I don't know what's going through his head right now.
Well, Vacaville has a few more opportunities to try to get a touchdown on this drive. 3rd and 4. Villalobos looks down, throwing out to his right, able to make the catch by a huge tackle. That is number 2, Michael Otterstedt, making the catch.
Now, that was an interesting move there by Villalobos. He kind of did a little shoulder fake to the left side, and a little bit of the Liberty defense bit just enough to get Otterstedt enough room to make the grab.
Yeah, you had your big old tight end wide open there for an easy throw.
So the Bulldogs do get their first down. As another handoff to Jeremiah Brown for a few yards to gain. 2nd down coming up.
And I think we have an injured Bulldog on the play.
Looks like that's Ernie Rodriguez down there on the field. Big offensive lineman.
Yeah, seeing that you're starting center there on the ground. Ooh, as a coach, that is not what you want to see, and as a team, that is not what you want to see there.
Mm-hmm. Last thing you want as Vacaville offense takes a knee for their injured teammate. Taking his time to catch his breath. With 5:49 to go here in the 4th quarter, 42-17.
Now you wonder here if Vaca High scores, will they stop running the clock and let the game play out regular, or will they keep the clock running? That's if. There's no guarantees.
Yeah.
That's if.
Yeah.
Big question for that time management, but at this point, got to wonder what their offense can do. Like you were saying.
Yeah, tough thing is it's a 4-possession game. It's 25 points. Got to get at least 3 touchdowns and a field goal, something like that. There's just not enough time for that.
And I see some people here trying to beat the traffic as I see fans needing to pour out the stadium.
Definitely not a bad idea.
As Villalobos throwing towards the end zone, and it looks like we'll have pass interference on this call from the refs.
So that'll set up 1st and goal from the 1. Cool. Set up perfectly for this Vacaville run game.
As that was Evan Adams trying to make that catch.
And Evan Adams just uses those explosive legs just to jump up over the DB, but the DB got caught holding the receiver, and you can't do that, and that is a flag, I believe, for pass interference.
So Vacaville now has a good chance to get a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. After that huge return in the 3rd quarter, that sparked momentum for the Bulldogs, keeping them alive as they'll look for a touchdown here. And a hard hit from number 3 and number 13, Mason Padilla and Mason Brandy on that one from their defense.
And that flag was thrown at the line of scrimmage. I believe it possibly is a false start there on the Bulldogs. A little antsy to get in that end zone.
Yeah, it looks like that's what the call was. So the ball's back out at the 9-yard line.
Some more work for the Bulldogs. Clock does keep rolling here. Villalobos fakes the handoff into the end zone, overthrows it to his intended target. That was number 2, Michael Otterstedt, trying to make a play.
Well, he had his big tight end there on, he was double teamed there, trying to just throw it up to him and make a play, but ball just sails over his head, can't do anything about it.
So that does stop the clock. It is 3rd and 9. As Villalobos will throw again, almost hitting his target. Michael Briscoe unable to make the catch.
Yeah, I'm sure he wants to have that one back. It just slipped right through his hands. Definitely, I'm sure he definitely thinks he should have had that.
And that was a good drawn-up play by the Bulldogs and by Coach Papadopoulos. However, just can't hold on to the ball there, and it will lead to a 4th down and field goal kick for the Bulldogs. But I have to ask you guys, like, just the fact that they were able to drive the field, don't you feel that that's a little rewarding there as, you know, as a team, you know, seeing how they have had their offensive struggles tonight?
Yeah, I'm sure oh, we got a fake or bad snap or something there. But, yeah, I'm sure this Vacaville offense, at this point in the game, you're essentially out of it. I mean, it's really hard to score 25 points in 5 minutes. But just looking forward to the season, they've been able to get their offense going just a little bit here against this really good Liberty Lions defense.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Their defense came ready to play today. And you had to think, after that quick start to the game being a 7-7 ball game, quick start with under 5 minutes with getting a touchdown from both teams, yeah, I think it was going to be a very close ball game, but it's been pretty one-sided so far. As a handoff, once again, it is Brendan Bell. Has done a lot of work today at that running back position.
We talk about shoelace tackles, grabbing the guy by his feet and just hope he trips and falls. That guy, that was a jersey tackle there. He was holding on to that jersey for dear life, and the running back just not able to break free and pick up any more yardage.
And so now the game plan for the Lions will most likely be to run out the clock as much as possible. Keeping it on their side will most likely be their preference moving forward. As we approach under 4.5 minutes remaining, Butterfield hands it off. Going up the middle once again for not much of a gain was Brendan Bell. Clock keeps rolling though.
And I have to say, this has been a clean game for Liberty High. No turnovers for them at all.
Yeah, that is true. No turnovers. Clean game so far from Liberty on both the offensive and defensive side.
Yeah, Vacaville has had a few chances to get some interceptions. They just didn't time the routes right. I mean, looking back to that play, I think it was in the second quarter when Butterfield threw into triple coverage. They just didn't get there in time.
As that was a look at the student section for Vacaville High School. Butterfield throwing a deep pass.
Ooh.
Great job by Jeremiah Brown to get in front of that and stop the very long throw from Butterfield.
Just a little bit short on the throw, but Jeremiah Brown almost had a nice one-handed grab there for an interception. And we were just talking about a clean game, so it would have been something to see.
So 4th and 4 now. So Vacaville has looked like now the Lions will get set to punt it away. Another chance at an opportunity to get the score rolling. I won't say the name of the song.
I did see the student section get it rocking. So, hey.
As a punt, out to the outside of the Bulldog sideline. 3.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, 42-17 from Tom Zanino Stadium in Vacaville High School and Vacaville High School from Vacaville, California. Nate McKay, Nathan Farmer, Miles Perry on the call for a very entertaining first week of football.
We will be back here next Friday at Tom Zanino Stadium as the Bulldogs will host Oak Ridge from up in the Sacramento area.
As a huge gain right here for the Bulldogs, going all the way is number 30, Caden Hernandez, making his way towards the end zone for a Bulldogs touchdown.
Just a great run there by Hernandez. Finds the hole, manages to get through for the touchdown.
And a shot in the arm, and that is what you like to see as a coach from the Bulldogs. Your team still has fight here, being down by multiple scores here, and just getting plays like that late here in the fourth quarter.
So we see the replay here. Manages to fight through a couple tackles, a little bit of contact from his own offensive lineman, and he just is off to the races for the touchdown.
Yeah, Hernandez turns on the Jets in the open field just to walk into the end zone for him.
As Vacaville will get ready to kick up the field goal, and it is good. 24-42 now. Liberty still has the lead.
Now imagine if they would have scored on that last drive, we would have had a ball game here.
Yeah, 11 would have been, what, an 11-point game, something like that. With under 3 minutes to go, anything could have happened, really.
Still, as we've been seeing some miracle touchdowns here, so they can't, the game's not over. The clock hits 0, the fat lady sings, and right now she might be warming up, but she's not ready to go on stage yet, so.
Yeah, Vacaville has all 3 timeouts left. They're probably going to burn through them here if they feel like it. And it is an 18-point game, 3 minutes to go. You never know what could happen.
And we can only expect here that the Bulldogs need a big stop, turnover, anything.
Let's go! It's an interesting formation here from the Lions. They've got everybody except for Brendan Bell up front, as now they start to spread out just a little bit. But if they could pooch it in around the 30-yard line, they could catch the Lions off guard here.
Desperately needing that ball back. The Bulldogs will have to do something here.
Bulldogs will get ready to kick it away.
Looks like they put the ball on the wrong yard line. They put it on the 35 instead of the 40.
It has been a long game here from Tom Zanino Stadium. 3:18 to go, 42-24 as Vac will get ready to punt it away. Kick it away. As there is
heck of a kick.
Oh, man.
Oh, and a huge game from Brendan Bell. He's going to go a chance at a touchdown. The 20, the 10, all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Like I said with that Vacaville kick return, just how they drew it up, let it bounce at the 2-yard line, and then just get going.
Couldn't have drawn it up any better than that. And I believe that might just be the nail in the coffin there.
Had a few on the Liberty side arguing whether or not he should get the ball, saying not it was his fault, but nonetheless able to get to the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, you can't really predict that bounce. Yeah. I mean, it was bouncing down towards the end zone, and then it randomly just pops straight up and cuts back towards the middle of the field.
Yeah, being a fan of the game, it's always exciting to see a kick return like that. And we've seen 2 of them this game. So, hey, I know as a fan of the game, it's exciting to see.
Yeah, as an alumni of Fairfield High School, didn't have very much to cheer about unless one of our 3 athletes on the team was able to break off for a kickoff return.
As that field goal kick is up and good, it is now 49-24.
So we see the replay here.
He'll field it at the 2-yard line. Just a huge cutback lane for him, and he'll just turn it off. Turn on the Jets there. Breaking the tackle, slipping through the defender, and just adios off to the races. Easy touchdown.
I think that was is that Chris Island there on the, just barely missing the shoestring cut or tackle, I mean.
It is very unfortunate as Bell, with not much respect, just walked into the end zone at that point.
Well, at that point, man, you're just coasting in, no defense around you. Hey, after a night like this, you got to tip your hat to that young man.
Well, and at this point, for Vacaville, you take what you can get, in my opinion. That's pretty much what it has to go for. Under 3 minutes to go here. Taking what you can get as much as possible as Vacaville returns the kick and game for not much. It's going to be right at the 30 for 1st and 10 when the Bulldogs offense get back out.
I'm probably just going to see Vacaville go through the motions, try and get into a little bit of a rhythm here with their offense. Looking forward to the next week and for the rest of the season here.
And being Coach Papadopoulos, there's a lot of things you can take away from this game, but a lot of things you can work on too.
Looks like that's Kyle Bender in at quarterback now. Backup for the Bulldogs.
Got to rest your starters at this point. Can't risk anybody getting injured.
Yeah, especially Villalobos. He's a two-way player, starting safety and quarterback. Very important for their entire team.
Yeah, we thought we would see that from the Lions side for Butterfield, but we did not. But now Vacaville is going for that direction right now. As Kyle Bender, the 6'3" junior for Vacaville, backup quarterback. To Jeremy Villalobos.
And as we can see, just trying to run the ball out and run the time out on this game and start preparing for next week.
Under 2 minutes to go here, 3rd and 7. As Vacaville gets ready to make an attempt towards the end zone. Has not much there from Vacaville. As the clock keeps on rolling, just met by added pressure from the Liberty defense.
Yeah, there was nowhere for him to run at all. Just brought easily down to the ground by the defense.
Going to be 4th and 6 now on Vacaville's own 34. And they are going to punch it away here, unfortunately. Bulldogs not able to get anything as the clock will keep ticking. Under a minute to play here. Taking a while to get it set to punt away. Fair catch here for Liberty. As that for now keeps the clock stopped at 40 seconds.
And I think right here we might just see a knee by the quarterback and put this game out.
Yep, one kneel down should do it. Should only take one kneel down, I believe.
Well, I can say, gentlemen, it was a fun time tonight. Not the most exciting game, but we did get some exciting plays here.
Oh, most definitely. There were some points in the game that had the crowd up on its feet on both sides. It was a very fun ball game to watch to start off the first week of high school football. And we will be right back here at Vacaville High School next Friday when the Bulldogs get ready to take on the Oak Ridge. Same start time for the varsity team.
That's going to be another very tough game for the Bulldogs. Another perennial powerhouse in the Sac Joaquin section.
As the clock rolls down here, that brings it to end to this game. It is going to finish at a score of 49-24. Nathan, real quick, what's your biggest takeaway from Vacaville today?
Just how they kind of bounced back in the second half. I mean, they really didn't get anything going offensively in the first half, but they were able to get things going And that's huge for, I mean, they didn't get back into the game this week, but it's huge for the offense going forward.
And Miles, what about Liberty?
Seeing that this game, the takeaway for me was seeing that how Liberty is a very strongly balanced team. They can air you out. Quarterback can throw it on a dime, but you can also hand it off to your running back and be able to pick up as much yardage as you can. And very versatile offense. So I expect for them to have a good year.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. A very good year probably for this Lions team. So that's going to wrap it up here from Tom Zanino Stadium. For our broadcast team on the Solano College Sports Network, for myself, Nate McKay, Nathan Farmer, Miles Perry, thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast, and we hope to see you next time.
Hi, my name is Eric Visser. I'm in my 5th year as the athletic director of Solano College. To experience community college and its mission has been an outstanding experience. Solano College has a very rich tradition in intercollegiate athletics dating back to 1947. I'm very proud to communicate that rich tradition is still being continued with fine young men and women that represent Solano College on and off the court. In the fall we have the volleyball program. We have a very successful women's soccer program. We have both men's and women's basketball. And then we transition to 4 programs: baseball, of softball, men's women's tennis, and men's and women's swimming. It is our mission to excel our programs and our student athletes in academics. All of our student athletes are committed to give back to the community. And we would invite you to be a part of Solano College Athletics by visiting our website www.solanoathletics.com, and you feel a warm welcome at Solano.